Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rogers Kakasungura YouTube channel. A big thank you for your continued support. I want to address all leaders out there, whether you are elected, appointed, or employed. As long as you are a leader in an organization, in government, or in any other office, including the church, this message is for you. And more importantly, to President William Samoei Ruto. I am dedicating this message to him, and I've decided to do this video for the records, because years to come, people will look for this video so that they use it to pass some information. Now listen, there's something all of us must understand. All of us. And this is the thing. There is nothing under the sun that will go unpunished. There is no evil under the sun that will go unpunished. And this is because the Bible is very categorical. The wages of sin is death. Malipo ya dhambi ni kifo. Umtata okia umtata, Senator Okia Umtata, is speaking to us in a language we understand. He is also reminding us that power is transient. Power ends. Power fades. The only question when you are in power you need to ask: what will happen after I get out of power? In this world, we are all passing. It doesn't matter how many years you will rule. You can rule for 200 years if you so wish. But one day, one morning, one evening, we will wake up and find you out of power. The big question is, what will happen to your life after you get out of that powerful position? Will the people who you oppressed come after you? Tough questions. Will I retire peacefully without police knocking my door? A tough question. These are questions William Ruto must ask himself. Yes, you are the president now. Yes, you are the most powerful man in Kenya. We know that. Wewe ndio kusema na kutenda. You can do things even without consulting the constitution. You can command taxes right, left, and center. You can wake up tomorrow and come up with an oxygen tax. You are able to do that because you are all powerful. But ask yourself, one day you will get out of that position. It doesn't matter how long. The big question is, what will happen to your life after you get out of that power? Ladies and gentlemen, no matter how powerful you become, no matter how arrogant you will be, no matter how soft you will be, no matter how powerful you will command, just know this: one day you will become a powerless, ordinary citizen. Can we listen to Okia Umtata?
I'll be take off where my sister just left off. We have a constitution in this country. So we cannot be said that we are being ignored. We have a constitution in this country. And within that constitution also there are measures to punish these people. There's going to come a time when we shall put them in jail for what they're doing today. Across the world, President Ruto was in South Korea the other day. I think he's still there.
Mm-hmm.
Let him ask himself how many presidents have been, ex-former presidents of South Korea have gone to jail. as he wants to admire South Korea, he must not decide whereby rogue presidents are jailed and punished.
President Park was the last.
Yes, and so does President Ruto want to be jailed when he leaves office? That's the question he should ask himself. He's not almighty. He must obey the Constitution. There's no way out. And me, in discussing this bill, I would like everybody to go to the website of the National Treasury at www.treasury.go.ke/budget-1/. You will find 5 books there which contain the budget estimates of the current government that we are supposed to be discussing, but instead we are being taken the wrong way to discuss the Finance Act or the Finance Bill, which is premature. You cannot have a finance bill without a budget you want to finance. You must have the budget, then now come up with measures to finance that budget. But you are dealing with measures to finance what doesn't exist. But I want us to look at the budget estimates. The total number is about 4,500 pages. Right now I've read through all of them.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Okia Omtata. Okia Omtata anasema, today you can go against the Constitution because you have those powers. Today you can do things against the Constitution because you have those powers. Today you can do so. But remember, after you retire from power, our Constitution will never retire with you. You will go home, the Constitution will remain with us here. And you must know, kwa hii dunia, there is no sin that will go unpunished. And for the wages of sin is death. Let me give you an example if you think I'm lying. With me here is a list of the heads of states who were later imprisoned after getting out of power. Let me give you a list of presidents in Africa. We had Muhammad Al-Amin from Tunisia, Bey of Tunis, 1943 to 1956, and King of Tunisia, 1956 to 1957. He was overthrown and later imprisoned. In the same year, he was chased from power, 1957. We have Patrice Lumumba, Democratic Republic of Congo, the Prime Minister of the Republic of the Congo in 1960. He was overthrown and executed by firing squad, but he was imprisoned in 1961. We have Ahmed Ben Bella, President of Algeria, 1963 to 1965. He was overthrown and imprisoned in the same year, 1965. We have Ntare V of Burundi, the King of Burundi, 1966. He was overthrown and imprisoned the same year, 1966. We have Alphonse Masaba Debat, the Republic of the Congo, President of the Republic of the Congo, 1963 to 1968. He was overthrown and executed by firing squad, imprisoned the same year, 1968. We have Modibo Keita, the President of Mali, 1960, 1968. These were powerful individuals. Ladies and gentlemen, These were very powerful people. They were commanding a country. They were commanding the military. They had all the powers you can think of. But you know they were imprisoned. We move on. Idris of Libya, King of Libya, 1951 to 1969. He was imprisoned in 1969. Hamani Diori, President of Niger, 1960 to 1974. He was imprisoned in 1974. Haile Selassie, the President of Ethiopia, the Emperor of Ethiopia, 1930 to 1974. He was imprisoned in 1974. We have Mokhtar Ould Dada, the President of Mauritania, 1960, 1978, imprisoned in 1978. Ali Soili from Comoros, head of state of the Comoros, 1976 to 1978. He was imprisoned in 1978. We have Ignatius Kutu Achiampong, the head of state of Ghana, 1972, 1978. He was imprisoned in 1979, 1 year later after he was overthrown. Kwasi Afrifa, head of state of Ghana, 1969 to 1970. He was overthrown in 1979. We have Francisco Macias Nguema, the President of Equatorial Guinea, 1968 to 1979. He was imprisoned in 1979. Luis Cabral from Guinea-Bissau, 1973, 1980, got imprisoned in 1980. Jean Bedel Bokassa, Central Africa Republic, President of Central Africa Republic, 1966 to 1979, and the Emperor of Central Africa, 1976 to 1979, and he got imprisoned in 1987. Tuko na Mengistu Haile Mariam, Ethiopia, the President of Ethiopia, 1987, 1991. He got imprisoned in 1991. We have Moussa Traore, the President of Mali, 1968 to 1991. He got imprisoned in 1993. We have Canaan Banana, the President of Zimbabwe, 1980 to 1987. Got imprisoned in 1999. The list is long. You can continue. President of Togo, President of Libya, the President of Egypt, Liberia, Cameroon, Burundi. We have Chad. We have Algeria, Sudan, Ivory Coast, Lesotho, Mali, South Africa. We know Jacob Zuma of South Africa, Burkina Faso. We have Gabon. And the list is endless. That is only Africa. We have Asia. We have Europe. We have North America. We have Oceania. We have South America. There are so many presidents who were in prison, ladies and gentlemen, because they never adhered to the Constitution when they were in power. And those are the dangers William Ruto is facing. Musiseme siku mwambia, some 20 years to come, mutatumia my video clip as a reference. God bless you, ladies and gentlemen. See you in the next video. Asanteni sana.